Hey everybody, it's Paul again. I have another radio from y'all from Kenwood, and it's the Kenwood DPX791BH. This is a double-din CD player with Bluetooth. It's not a touchscreen. It's just a really big radio. The average price is about $199. It has a 1 year, well, actually no, sorry, 2 year warranty, and it's got 4-volt pre-outs, MP3, WMA, Wave, AAC. But you can only play the WAV files on the USB port, whereas the other ones you can make a CD and play it on there. Also got Bluetooth with aptX for Android. Get AOA, which is Android on accessory, which allows most phones with 4.1 version of Android or higher to be able to play for music streaming through the USB port. Anyway, let's get this box open and we'll see what comes with the radio. Alright, I got the lid open, and the first thing I see strapped to the inside flaps is 2 CD keys. They go through little flaps here, so that's where your CD keys are in case you lose them. I'm going to leave those in there because I don't really need those. Open up the flap here, and inside we got a little baggie full of goodies. We got the power wiring harness. We have a remote. And looks like there's the Bluetooth microphones also in here. So we got 3 things in the baggie, which is inside of another baggie. We got trim ring over here. Got the warranty card, tells you all about the warranty and everything. Wouldn't hurt to read that. Here is the manual. I don't see anything offhand, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the radio out. Oh, if I can, it's stuck in there. Alright. There we go. Alright, there's nothing else in the box. Box is being obstinate, however you want to say it. Obstinate. Get the styrofoam. The radio is a nice little baggie, pretty cool. And around the face is more of that plastic protective screen. Pretty neat looking, little sticky thing there. This also has a Toyota thin trim ring. It also comes with it, so it may fit some Toyota vehicles. This trim ring right here, and also the install cage for some installations. Anyway, there's the radio. Let's get it mounted up and we'll see what's going on back here. Flip it around, power it up, and we'll go through all the features then. Well, we had it all backed up here, and of course, since this isn't a multimedia radio, it has less functions back here on the back. But as usual, I'll start from this side, work my way across, and tell you everything that's going on. The first thing to come to is the antenna plug-in, and as I usually say, most new cars nowadays require an antenna adapter to plug in the factory antenna, so you can that way catch FM stations. Here you got rear, front, and subwoofer 4-volt pre-outs. That means you can have 2 2-channel amps, 4-channel amp, 5-channel amp, just a bass amp, monoblock, a variety of different amps or amp that you can plug into here. Here, of course, there's a heat sink. Here's the plug-in with a 10-amp fuse. This little doodad right here, this is for the microphone that I showed you earlier. You just plug it in just like you would a 3.5mm jack, but that's for the microphone. And last but not least, this little round port right here. This is the EXD-I/F, which is what basically this is the port for the Sirius XM optional module. That way you can have commercial-free music through the optional module, which that module usually runs around $99, $95 or around about. Now when you plug it in, the little icon or feature will show up on the radio. Anyway, that's it for the back of the radio. It's pretty simple, straightforward. It's going to get it turned around and get it powered turned on. First thing it says the cancel demo, so I'll go ahead and do that. And we'll stand by. We'll find the tuner button here. Just source. All right. Before we go any further, I'll go ahead and kind of show you what's on the outside. It has a really nice flush look to it. It has a piano finish, almost like a clear depth. Outside, it's got a nice gray looking thing right here, nice pretty chrome, volume knob and surrounding trim ring around that, or trim ring. Piano finish are really glossy black buttons with some LED variable illumination highlights. Really nice. I like it. We got the Exelon, Kenwood, MP3 WMAC WAV files, DPX791BH back out iPod. Oh, no, that's not back. It's cycle through. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You know, these are little screen printed icons here. Shuffle, Bluetooth aptX for Androids, HD radio, attenuator slash, which is mute really. Pandora, iHeartRadio, Sirius XM ready, and also a little button over here for Bluetooth. And here's your presets 1 through 6. We got source, function, which also cycles as seek. Options, search or escape menu button here. Of course, this is the volume knob with some other stuff in it, which is the attenuation or mute. Track forward, track back buttons here. Audio button. Inside this little door, we have an illuminated USB and aux inputs. Display, you can change like title or clock, frequency clock, station, or so several different things you can put on the screen for the radio. Let me find the radio station because I have an antenna plugged in. Yeah, it shows you the radio data systems information. Over here, that looks like the reset button right here, little tiny pinhole. That's the reset. Pause, play, phone book, and Bluetooth. Probably answer down there. All right, I guess let's see, we're in the radio section. So let's say if you want to program, and of course this particular radio station has HD stations, which is 93.1. If you don't want to set the station, just press and hold a button, and now that station is now preset to preset number 1. Let's say if you're on 93.9, you want to preset number 6. So now it says it'll preset number 6, and you'll go back to the first one, click it, and you're back to the same station. Let's see what else we got. Sources. We got USB, Bluetooth audio, auxiliary, standby, and back to HD radio. And of course, if I had a CD or USB in there, it'll pop up extra stuff on the screen. Well, screen, I say display. It's not an actual screen. Function. We got display, tuner settings, Bluetooth mode, clock, demo mode, and back to display. So let's say it was in display, color select, dimmer, brightness, text scroll, and back to color select. So in color select, you can actually do a variable scan, which cycles through all the colors. If you want to dial in your custom RGB, which is red, green, blue, you can do that. Red 1, purple, blue, sky blues, aquas, green, yellow, orange, red. Orange is variable scan, so leave it on variable scan. Next one is dimmer. If it's too bright, you can dim it down a little bit. It gives you just that little extra dimming. If you go to brightness, you can actually, 31 is the highest, you can actually dial in the exact dimmer that you want from 0 to 31. Text scroll, we get once, auto, or off. So if the song title and stuff's too long for the screen, it'll cycle through once, or just do it automatically, or just none at all. So I like mine automatically. And the next is back to color select. So that's everything under that one, under display. The next one is tuner settings, because I'm in tuner right now. IF band, auto memory. Auto memory automatically presets all your presets with the whatever stations it finds. So it may preset a station you don't normally listen to your presets, but it will load up your buttons full of radio stations. And it takes just a couple seconds to do that. receive mode, HDR, which is HD radio. That way it automatically search for HD radio first, and then it go to analog radio, which is digital, analog, or back and forth. Or if you only want to listen to HD radio, it will look for the radio station only under digital. Or if you don't have any radio station, it'll do analog. But usually just leave it on auto. The radio do all that automatically for you. The next is actually that's all for the tuner settings. Next we have Bluetooth mode. Go into here, phone select. If you have several phones connected to it and all those phones are in the car with you, you can cycle through whichever phone you want and have it connect. Audio select. No entry. Let's see. Bluetooth phone select, audio select, device delete. If you didn't want it, if you had a phone listed in your radio, this is where you can delete it. Pin code edit. You can actually go in and get whatever pin code you want. That way, random people won't be just pairing their phone to your radio nilly-willy like. Reconnect, on or off. Reconnect is if you want the radio to automatically reconnect when you start the vehicle up to your phone automatically. Auto pairing, I believe this is for the iPhone. You plug your iPhone into here, and your iPhone through the USB will automatically pair to the radio. And initialize. No, and we got phone select. So that's everything for Bluetooth mode. The next one is clock. This is where you can adjust the clock and the format. The format is 12 hours, 24 hours. Time sync it to the RDS. And clock display, on or off. That way you can have your clock on the screen. And back to clock adjust. Like I said, you can set the day it is, if it was AM or PM, and what time. Of course, demo mode. That's where you can turn the demo mode off or on. Always turn it off, so it will screw with you. And we're back to the display. So now we're let's see, function. Yeah, so it's everything is in the function mode. The search, back out menu button. We've already done those. Track forward, track back. Audio. In audio, you got subwoofer level. Starts off at 0, and then it goes up to 15 to -15. Select it. Next one down is band 1. I'm trying to give my big old fingers in the way. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has a 5-band equalizer. Starting. Of course, band 1 is bass. You have +8 to -8, so you can actually dial in what you want there. Band 2 is kind of like mid-bass, sort of. Dial in however you want it there. Mid-3s is mids. And band 4 is kind of between mids and highs. Mid-highs, highs, mids, however you want to call it. And then band 5 is tweeter, or high tweeter, treble sound. Preset EQs, you know, that's like jazz and subwoofer, powerful, top 40, you know, stuff like that. Preset EQs. Bass boost, we got off, level 1, level 2, level 3. That gives you a harder hit to the bass. Loudness, we got level 1, level 2, that just makes the music a little bit louder and more fuller sound. Extra EQ, got level 1, level 3, level 1, 2, and 3. So you can play with that, whichever one makes it sound better, you can mess with it. Next, we got subwoofer setting. You can turn it off or on. That way, if you're like in a school zone or someplace where the bass will be disturbing, you can actually turn it off, but your music will still play, and then you can turn it back on later. All right. Next one is high pass filter. Fader, balance, we all know what that is, and volume offset. Of course, the high pass filter is if you really want to tinker with the settings a little further to make it more out of it. Offset filter starts off at 0 but backs off to -8. It's kind of like a mini volume. Sound reconstruction or reconstructor off or on. Always leave it on. Makes it just sound that a little much better for the USB and stuff. And we're back to the band 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's pretty much everything for the audio. Let's see if we're back out of it. And of course we're back in the radio station. And like I said, you got iHeart Radio and Pandora, which are free apps you can download to your phone. Bluetooth, which is aptX. It helps read your Android's phone to show information on the screen, so that way if you had was watching video on YouTube, it might show the title of the video on there. Anyway, this is a really nice radio with a 2-year warranty. Looks really flush, professional looking, and it's really nice. So if you're looking for a radio that's going to fill in your size without going into actual touchscreens and still have lots of features, then you might want to go with this. DPX791BH. That's the Kenwood Echelons. It's about $199.95. Has a 2-year warranty. It's a really nice radio. Has good, clean, low-profile features. Has nice, shiny buttons and glossy face and everything. Real professional looking. So if you're looking for a double-in size radio or a radio to fill in the hole without going into touch screens and stuff like that, this is probably the radio for you. You hit thumbs up, like down there, maybe make a question or a comment down below. Anyway, this is Paul. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have an awesome day, and please subscribe.